Right, well guys, I've been through this thing pretty damn well. Now, we've found, well, something else odd. Let's have a look at the diagram. I'm replacing the chip. Okay, this is just a diagram, a rough diagram. R124 there. Now that's an 820 ohm resistor, open circuit, that fella, and probably no doubt because he runs back along here, and actually goes up to where these fellas destroyed themselves. Okay, so just a feed resistor to the chip. So the chip's had a bit of a jolt in through there. I'm replacing it anyway. The other thing is the feed resistors here are all very, very high. Now they're, what are they, 330Ks. So you got four 330s running from the rail up here down to this fellow along here. Now the chip gets its voltage on pin 16 in there from up here. Okay, so we've got these feed resistors here feeding it. There's most of these are rating 8 to 900k. So there's four of them there. I've removed them and checked them, and they're all reading the same, 8 to 900k. So they need replacing, the four of them. 330ks for, which is 137, 129, 130 and 134. Okay, so there it is. Three resistors along here, all your sense resistors in here, and of course the MOSFET. That's it, guys. So far I've removed the chip with the tweezers. I didn't record that. I needed that. I needed my head on top of that thing to see what I was doing. So there's another little resistor in here, which is 127. That's the one I was talking about. No, it's not. No, it's not. Hang on a minute. 127. Okay, here we go. 127 here is a 68k resistor off the chip as well. And I haven't marked that one. Just one moment. There we go. So, one more there, which is that resistor. Okay, it goes into some R-slope, whatever that does. I don't know how this chip works. It's a complicated little fella for the size of the chip. And that fella is just up, where is he? Oh, he's in here somewhere. 127. There he is, 124. There he is in there. Okay, just on top of my big finger there. Okay, so that's where our chip goes. And yes, where that gap is on this side, there is no pin. Okay, so pin 5 is there and it's not used. So it's not, it hasn't lifted the tracks or anything. Actually, those tracks, as they are, they're only just. They look like a couple of them, especially here, are bent up just a little bit. But guys, that's how it is on the circuit board. Those tracks have not moved. I was pretty careful taking them out. Okay, and the other side, those fellas, and these fellas along here, they're 330Ks. That's it. All right, I'm going to order parts for this now. We'll continue this once I get parts and hope to God it works. I don't know. This may be an exercise where there could be something else wrong that I've missed, but I don't think so. I've got a little bag of parts here. Anyhow, there's about 10 parts. This is not vintage, the vintage radio, this. So, that's it, guys. If you like what I'm doing here, and, well, hopefully we get this going once I get some parts. This will take a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks from China, so I can't get these chips in Australia. So we'll see how we go and put it back in. We'll test it. Hopefully, for the owner, anyway, it fires up and works. Okay, if you like what I'm doing here, give us a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe, hit the bell, you know the drill. And once you hit that bell, it'll tell you when I've got the next video up or the next part or whatever comes next. Okay, and if you'd like to buy me a coffee for what I'm doing, if I'm helping anyone or anything like that, yeah, there's the QR code, and all you got to do is point your phone at that, and it'll take you straight to my coffee shop. Okay, all right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Okay, bye for now.